Good evening, and welcome to Creative Broadcasting, the station of unlimited possibilities, presents Creating Your Seat at the Table with your host, Ashley Little, as she welcomes her guest to the table.
Welcome to Creating Your Seat at the Table. I am your host, Ashley Little. A little bit about myself: corporate professional by day, entrepreneur by night, CEO and founder of Ashley Little Enterprises, LLC, two-time best-selling author, owner and creator of Creative Broadcasting, and co-founder and owner of Talk Radio and TV Network, LLP. Tonight I have an amazing special guest by the name of Miri Crawford. A little bit about her. In the words of boutique owner Miri Crawford, creator of Sessions Boutique, a boutique owner is more than just pretty clothes, shoes, and purses. It is creating a sacred space for women to feel comfortable and confident in who they are while they choose from a selection of clothing that best fits their personality and style. It is choosing transitional pieces to accommodate any woman's busy schedule. The woman who keeps it classy but still handles business like a boss. That is who we are at Sessions Boutique. We cater to your styling needs and help you choose those specific clothing pieces that speak to you and illuminate your energy like never before. Welcome to our world where class is always in. Welcome to the table, the amazing Miri Crawford.
Hello. Thank you for having me today in this space on this wonderful Monday that we're having. Such a beautiful intro. I appreciate you for that. Thank you. Good to be here.
Yes, you are welcome. I am excited, honored, and humbled to be able to interview you tonight. So would you please, because you have an amazing bio, share with our listening audience more about your entrepreneur journey in the fashion industry?
Absolutely. I always share with people I've been in the fashion industry since I was born. I stayed in my mom's clothes. I stayed prancing in front of the mirror. I stayed, twirling and just having that whole experience of dressing up. I launched Session Boutique with classes always in last year, actually, and it just came from a vision, a vision first that God gave me, like, you can do this. And I was like, I can definitely do that because I have two daughters now, two teenage daughters who are now in my clothes. I'm really big on self-love and self-care, and so the idea was, what better person for them to emulate than their mom? So if they're going to get pieces of my clothing that are transitional and add their own personality and touch to it, then what better way to raise your daughters to know that class is always in session, regardless of what the world tries to put you in a box to say what class is or how you should dress. And so that just kind of cultivated me to taking this career journey in the fashion world. I just enjoy it. I enjoy it because it definitely is more than just the clothing, right? The clothing is an accessory. Yeah, it's an accessory. Yeah. So that's what we like to cultivate, that mindset to people, like, it's more than that. We're going to build from the inside out. So that's why I love what I do. Absolutely.
And I can tell because I consistently follow you, Miri, and you're pretty amazing, right? You're always creating something, and I can tell that, this is your passion, right? Because it's a difference between when somebody's doing something and then they're following their passion, right? So I can tell it's your passion.
I appreciate you for that, Ashley, because let me tell you, at Session Boutique, I always share this with everyone because I'm a firm believer in building from the inside out and canceling out self-doubt that we tell ourselves about how our body looks based upon, right, what's happening in the world or social media. And so it's more than just customers going online buying clothing. It's more of a one-on-one experience. In a relationship, it's a journey. Oh, when you look good, you feel good. And so at Session Boutique, we like to say, when you feel good, you look good, because that to me is the most ultimate, authentic way. When you put on the accessory pieces, which is your clothing, you feel good on the inside. So that's going to illuminate on the outside. The clothes have it doesn't add value. You add the value to it. Does that make sense? So I just like to share that type of mindset with women to let them know you can own it in any capacity, any space, wearing anything, because it starts from within. And so that's what we pull out of women to make sure that they are loving themselves authentically, wholeheartedly, 100%. Right, regardless of what they have on.
Yeah, so that inner, like you said, inside out, that's so important, right? We can put all the clothes on in the world, but if we don't have that inside together, it will eventually reflect, correct? And insecurities and not being confident in who we are, it'll all show, it eventually come out.
Oh, it will. It definitely will, because if you notice yourself fidgeting at your clothes or pulling on this and that, or if you're in an area that you feel uncomfortable because people are staring at you, and so immediately we're thinking, oh, about our size or our muffin top or maybe this, so we're instantly going into a negative space. And so what we do at Session Boutique, as we help women cultivate their self-love journey through the clothing pieces that they pick to build their self-confidence, we attack the fears. So when we do our one-on-one consultations, I want to know, what are you most fearful of wearing? Because that's what I'm going to put you in. Because if you can face your fears continuously with small things, clothing, then you can face your fears on any part of your life that you need to face, because it's owning it, right? It's owning it. Yeah. It's knowing that I can do this. I can see myself beyond this. So it's kind of like a, hey girl, hey, girlfriend type of relationship, because that's how people keep coming back because of the experience. And that's what sets us apart at Session Boutique.
And speaking of Session Boutique, you are the owner and creator of it. So would you please tell the listeners more about your amazing boutique and how we can purchase items and support? How can we do that?
Yes, absolutely. So we are an online boutique. You can actually go to shopsessionboutique.com, and you can scroll through the many items that we have available. We have pictures on there from a fashion show that we've done, and we're actually getting ready to do another fashion show in July the 11th, actually. Oh, you can actually find us on Instagram, sessionboutique_, as well as Facebook. And we also have our email address, info@shopsessionboutique.com, for any inquiries. If you have an event coming up and you need to be styled for it, let us help you through that. Let us take that burden away from you, because trust me, you're going to be flawless. You're in good hands. You're in really good hands.
Yes. So I know you always talking about self-love and, making sure it's, we love ourselves from the inside out. So, Miri, why is it important for customers to choose clothing that best fits their personality and style?
Well, to me, it's important because, a couple things. You ever see something that you want to wear, but in your mind you're saying, oh, well, I wouldn't look right in this, or I wouldn't look right in that. And so what we like to do is bring out all the pieces that we know would definitely resonate with you. Pull out what's inside of you already. Build your comfort level up. It's a trust thing, right? And also it's a health and wellness type of journey as well. And so when we sit down and I'm bringing out my pieces and I'm giving that one touch, right? So it's versus going online and seeing clothes and I don't know if I'm going to wear this or not. I like to have that more intimate experience and actually offer video conferencing where I show the pieces live right there from the comfort room there. And I have, a mannequin. I try these pieces on. So it's just, to me, it's really creating a relationship to get to know what is it that you're most fearful of or uncomfortable with. Let's pull that out and let me show you how to love yourself through it while you're going through your fashion journey, so that way you can build up your confidence from within. So it's kind of like a full, 360, by session, and that's what we like. That's what we like to set us apart, and that's what we will continue to grow in that space. So, yeah.
And creating those relationships is so important, right? And I just want to commend you for taking the time to build relationships and create those relationships, right, with your clients, so that actually continues to make them come back, and continue to want to send people and refer you and continue to come back and get styled and use you for other events. So I just want to commend you for doing that, because a lot of people don't do that.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, I enjoy it. I enjoy being at as what they say, a smaller boutique type of space. I enjoy that because in a world that's moving 90 miles an hour, every once in a while you want someone to slow down and take their time with you and really hear you, really be there now for you and say, hey, I've just had a baby and I'm going through this experience. So that's how I cultivate those types of relationships, through the self-healing, through the inward work and the outward journey, So that way, that's why they continuously come back, because now we're connected. Because now as you're elevating in yourself and building up your confidence, right, your energy is drawing in others who are like-minded as such. And so when you feel good, you look good. And so you want to share that with others. And that's how I stay busy because I offer that to women who need that type of attention.
Amazing. So, well, Marie, what are some certain pieces and accessories that are always in demand? What are some certain ones that we should be looking for that normally were always in demand no matter what's going on?
So definitely sundresses are always in demand. As much as I love color, we have our sisters, all they wear is black. Definitely having the darker pieces available. Our dresses and our tops and accessories always are in demand because we're constantly changing out our sunglasses, our hat. We have our jewelry. So that is what we're using to say if we wore a blouse last week and we want to change up the look because we've taken a million selfies and posted them. So if you have your accessories on hand, just something as quick as that can change an entire look by throwing on a hat and some shades and some accessories. And so I would say those are the main items that are like on demand that definitely is a must-have in anyone's fashion closet.
So the accessories, the sunglasses, and the sundresses, you are right, because you can really just dress it up. You can, the same shirt you wore 2 days ago, you can dress it up with some new accessories and some shades and call it a day, right?
And call it a day. Add a little filter on it with the little, what is it? They do the ears, whatever you want to do on Snapchat and change it. That's being creative. Yeah, being creative with your style. Yeah.
So what are some strategies you would give to listeners who are thinking about opening their own boutique? They're thinking about taking that jump.
So, I would definitely say, and I always share this, is to have a very strong prayer life for one. Because, and it's not to have a strong prayer life for others, it's for yourself, to get yourself mentally strong, to deal with the setbacks, deal with the no support, deal with losing friends. That's the mental work. Anytime, any entrepreneur you'll talk to, they will explain to you how big their circle was in the beginning and then how small it is now. That's the mental work. So any entrepreneur will tell you it's the mental work. Prepare yourself first. Definitely have conversations with someone who understands finances. Make sure your credit is top notch. Make sure you go to business classes and make sure that you absorb information by networking. I did that for a whole year prior to me opening my boutique. I read a lot of books. I got my finances in control. I had a plan. I had a vision board. I made sure that I sowed seeds quarterly into what I wanted to do. I researched programs. I ask questions. I can go on and journal it and then put it together and then have conversations with people who are already in that field. A lot of times you may have people who may share the information and then they may not. But take whatever nuggets you can get and just apply it to where you are at that time. I will say the one thing you do not want to do is to start out and compare yourself to someone who's been in business 10 years because you will get discouraged. Your journey is not going to look like someone else's journey. There is only one session boutique where classes always end. And even though I know there's a million boutiques out there, but there's only one of me. And so you have to have that mentality and know that if God gave you the vision, that he gave you the gift with it, and so it's all yours. What's for you won't miss you. And don't even pay attention to what everyone else is doing. Yeah.
That mental state that you just stated, that is so important, right, to every entrepreneur.
Yeah.
You have to be able to withstand those storms first before you get to that next level. You have to pass those tests. And you're right, losing friends, you have to be ready for those things, right? And you have to be careful who you allow access to you when you're getting ready to go to that next level.
Absolutely. I mean, I totally agree. Those are the things that I learned, and that not everyone's going to support you, and that it's okay. There's a billion people, so many for you. Those are the ones you want to focus your attention on, not those who aren't supporting you. And so that definitely helps, so that way you don't get discouraged.
Yes, and another key thing you said for all of our listeners, make sure you're catering and following people that are where you want to be. If they're not where you want to be, they can't mentor you and they can't show you how to get there.
Absolutely. Yep, and I agree. When you're growing from the space of what was to what is, you have to go with that mindset of shedding, if you will, right? Shedding what's old and growing into something new. You have to. You can't hang on to all those things that are old because now you're old. Your old self is old. You don't want to hang on to that. You want to be birthed anew. And so it's just a growing season. But the mental part is important. It's definitely important because it will affect you and discourage you as well. So we don't want that.
That's why we do not want that, right? So I asked all my fashionistas this question. Do you have a favorite fashion era?
So I would say, I love Diana Ross. I love her energy in that era. I love her clothing. I love how free-minded she was in her clothing. And her hair and just how her personality was and how she owned her space and didn't care. So I'm an 80s baby, I don't want people to calculate how old I am, but no, I'm just kidding. But, I would say, I honestly love all of the clothing, 70s, 80s, like 90s. I love all of the clothing because in each level and each season, you had people operating in their own personality, showing their own creativity. And I just love to see that, the colors and just, mismatch and prints and the hair. And I don't know. So I guess I don't have a specific. I just like them all because, they're all coming back around again. Like what's old is becoming new again, I think is the saying that they say. So bell bottoms and all, they're all coming back around. Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to have to agree with you because, Prince, he could wear heels. That's the only man I can know that I've seen still in his lifetime that can wear heels.
Wear heels, exactly. Yeah, right. And twirl and twist and drop it down. And I'm still trying to get my ankles together from yesterday walking with heels on. I'm like, I don't understand this life. I should be built for this. But rest in peace to him. I love Prince. I love his
peace to him.
style.
He definitely set a trend. He was in a lane of his own.
Of his own. And that's how I look at me. And that's how you have to look at yourself. You are in a lane of your own. And you own that space. And no one can tell you different. That's how you have to wake up every day. Like, I know no one can touch me. Like, I know who I am. I know what I can cultivate. I know what my vision is. I know what my passion is. You just have to be in that mind state constantly because that is what will show up when you're talking to your clients and your customers. You have to own it so that way they'll know, like, oh, she's not playing. She's really serious about what she's doing, because I pray over my pieces before I send them out. Because my idea is this. I'm very big on just things in general. Just imagine how many people are touching the pieces of clothing and whatever it is attached to them is attaching to it. So by the time it gets here, right, there are so many different types of things that are going on within that piece. I cancel that out because when you put the clothing on from my hand to you, to yours, you are going to have such a positive flow of energy that matches already what's inside of you. And that's how it's like, oh, I feel so beautiful, and oh, I feel so nice. That's how I get those types of responses because they're like, oh, I really, really feel beautiful. I feel amazing. And it's not the clothing. It's the gift that's speaking from within them already. So that's what I believe in. And that's what we do because that's important. So.
And I'm glad you brought energy up because energy is so important, right? It's so important that you are around great vibrations and the right energy because if not, it can be toxic and it can hold you back.
Yeah.
Can you talk a little bit more about energy?
Yeah, so I love the whole idea of knowing that my thoughts turn into things, that I have the power to choose. Like, I know that what's for me won't miss me. I also know that there is no law of assertion. There's only law of attraction. So I also, in all of this knowing, right, of energy and how it transfers, then I know that I only want certain people. I only want to go to certain places that have good energy space there. And so when I walk in, it always illuminates and casts out the shadow of a positive energy. You ever walk into a place and the energy just does not feel good at all?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then it makes you feel uncomfortable. And so with me, with energy, I refuse to allow anybody else's energy to make me feel uncomfortable because, again, there's no law of assertion. They're only doing what they're doing, right? They're living their life experience. And so it's up to me to choose how I choose to deal with those types of atmospheres. So energy is real. It is so real. Mm-hmm. It is so real. Mm-hmm. And so we have to be mindful of what we're feeding our vision, what we're feeding in our spirit, you know, who we're allowing in our ear. Because whoever is in our ear controls our mind, right? Yeah. So you want to make sure that you have the right energy in your ear because words are powerful, right? Thoughts turn into things. And so you don't want to share your vision with someone who's going to speak against it and try to cast it from you or discourage you because they are at a place that they're fearful that they can't build from. And so it's important.
Yes, for our listeners, be careful who you allow in your ear. That is so important. Yes. That is so important. Yes. So I ask all of my guests this question, Marie. How did you create your seat at the table?
You know, that's a really good question. I would say how I created this seat here is choosing not to ever give up, to constantly be consistent in what I do, and knowing that this is the seat that I have and no one can take it from me because the seat has already been designed for us, right? Our steps have already been ordered and predestined, and so no one can take from you what God has already planted inside. No one can take it. So the seat was there when I entered into this world. The seat was already there when I stepped into the space of Session Boutique. It's just I had to own it and know that that was for me will never miss me, and trust in those steps along the way. And so I welcome this seat. I enjoyed this seat. I'm comfortable in this seat and hungry for more at the same time. And that's the same energy that I like to give out to others, is that you control it. If you want to add pink to your seat, you can add pink to your seat, whatever makes you comfortable. But sit in it and own it and be one with it, regardless, and don't be moved from it. And never allow anyone to take it from you, you know, and just continue to grow and be consistent in what you do. And just know that thoughts turn into things. And so whatever it is you speak, it shall be. So the seat will get bigger and you'll grow into it more. And then you'll invite others to join you, right? Because we all want a seat at the table. We all want a seat at the table. And so that to me is what the ultimate goal is, to win collectively as well as individually. So, yeah.
Yes. And I say this on probably every show. A true successful leader is one who reaches back and pulls forward. That's when you are truly a success. And when you're successful, that's when you're truly successful.
Absolutely. I totally agree. I want everyone to win who wants to win. You have to want to win. I mean, I know we say that freely. Oh, I want everybody to win. But they have to want to win, right? They have to want to win. So if there is not a winning attitude or a winning mindset, then they can't come. Because I always like to say this, if you can't grow with me, you can't go with me. Because the seed is planted, so what? I'm watering it, right? So what do seeds do when you water? They grow. They grow out of the space that they are in. And I want to grow, and I will grow. And as the branches reach out, I want to help others and nourish them and tell them that they can do it too. You can grow. It's already in you. You just got to water it.
If you can't grow with me, you can't go. I love that.
Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah.
So what did failure teach you, Marie?
I will say this, knowing what you don't want helps you to know what you do want. That's what failure has taught me. If in anything in life, you're going to have contrast. So you have to welcome that into your space because everything will not be easy and you don't want it to be easy. I want to know that when I stump my toe that it hurts because guess what? I'm not going to do that again. So failure teaches me that, you know what? I still have a chance to get it right. I still have an opportunity. I still have another go. I still have another shot. I can still get up and try it again. Because it's not really, to me, failure. Again, it's just the contrast of knowing, okay. So I didn't need that in my experience. Okay, let me try something else. And I appreciate that. And to me, when you go into a mind of appreciation for it, the failure, the fear, and then it softens the resistance. So that way, right, when the enemy comes in and says, see, I told you I told you was going to fail. I told you this. You go back and say, no weapon formed against me shall prosper. It just can't because the victory is already there. And so it just helps you to soothe it, right? And so that way you can continuously move forward. That is what is most important, moving forward, not dying in the space of where you are because you failed. Because staying in the space of where you are, that is you failing you, and that is a disservice to God. So that's how I look at it. That's how I view it.
And we have to learn to embrace the pain, right? That comes with it. A lot of us want the rewards, and we don't want to embrace the pain, but that's the most important part, the process. We have to endure the process.
And I think, a lot of people, when I'm coaching, because I also do coaching as well, self-love coaching, and I just talk through those types of steps, is that a lot of things are birthed out of pain. Women, when you think about birth of a child, what comes first is the pain before the push. And so when you think about it in that type of mindset, to know that the pain comes and then the push comes, then it helps you to prepare not to look at pain as such a negative way. I embrace the pain because that lets me know that I'm still here, I'm still living, I'm still breathing, I'm still moving around. So if you pinch me, I feel it. And I want to feel it, right? I want to feel it. I don't want to be pinched and not feel it. And then later on down the line, the pain kicks in and I'm like, gosh, I've wasted 10 years of my time experiencing this. Had I known, had I experienced this, I would have tried something different, right? Pain changes your mind on things. Pain releases you from toxic relationships. Pain gets you out of situations. Pain helps you start a business, right? Disappointment. I can go on and on. So great things are birthed from pain. Yeah. We'll be on here for hours.
Those lessons will push you until you will be so creative when you get done.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah, pain pushes you. It's the pain and then the push. And so that is what motivates us to push us to do more. Whatever it is, like, okay, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna show them. I'm gonna do this. Whatever it is that gets you amped up. You know what I mean? As long as you're moving forward, put a Band-Aid on it and keep going.
And keep going. I love it. So failure taught you to keep going. What did success teach you?
So success teaches me, it lets me know that I can do anything, any good thing, right? Any good thing, anything I put my mind to. And success is a self-measurement thing. What success looks like to me may not be the same for someone else. Someone may look at success as having money. Me, I look at success as having peace of mind. I look at success as when I get an idea, when I'm being in a creative mode, when God gives me a vision and says, do this, because I know that, again, my thoughts turn into things. This is me. I am so wrapped up on the idea of an idea, the creative part, because I know through creating comes the money. So I don't focus on it. On the money part. So success to me is peace of mind. Success to me is freedom. Success to me is a beautiful journey and uplifting. Success to me is someone saying, thank you for taking the time with me, or you inspired me to do this. That's success to me. I enjoyed those pockets of moments in time to know that someone was healed or someone enjoyed the experience that I was able to provide. So I'll take that any day.
I love that. So beautifully said. And like I said it before, follow you on different social media outlets. You're definitely consistent in everything that you're doing, and you're always giving back. So you're definitely practicing what you're preaching. And I see that you have this amazing event coming up called Rip the Runway. So could you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, absolutely. And so Session Boutique, we are partnering with Sheridan LeBay. She's the owner of Untamed Lingerie. And so we are bringing Rip the Runway Untamed, July the 11th at the District Art Gallery. Tickets are actually on sale. It is a jungle theme, and we are bringing out all the good stuff. We're going to have a stage, and it's going to be, again, at the art gallery. It's going to be entertainment. Just really looking for a fun, fantastic, powerful event like no other. And so we're excited about it. And I'm trying to think what else. Oh, and so I have a flyer as well. They can definitely get their tickets online. Come check us out and support us. So excited about that. Yay.
So definitely check out her event. Where is it going to be located, Marie, and what date?
At the District Art Gallery, July the 11th, which is on a Thursday, from 8 to 11. Definitely if you're in the Houston area, come check it out in Houston, Texas. And get ready to have a really good time, because that's what you're going to have. A really good time. So we're looking forward to it. We're so excited, and the energy is going to be amazing there. We have our romp sponsors. We have food. We're going to have henna. It's just going to be a really good experience. So, yeah, we're excited.
So if you're in the Houston, Texas area, please go support her amazing event on July 11th. Grip the Runway. Definitely go out and support. Definitely support. So I wish you great success in your event. I'm sure it's going to be amazing, Marie. So I can't wait to see pictures.
Thank you. Oh, thank you so much. Yes. Yeah, we're excited about it. I can't wait as well.
What can we expect from Marie Crawford the rest of 2019? I see you knocked quarter one out. We're in quarter two. Well, we're in quarter three now, really. So tell us, what can we expect from you the rest of 2019?
Well, one thing that you can say is that the momentum will not stop. I'm definitely on a mission to make sure that all of the thoughts and ideas that I have for Session Boutique come to fruition, with the fashion show coming up, and then actually in process of writing a book. So we'll be having a book release coming up as well. Amongst other events, we're going to do, brunch and talk conversations, as well as, so I am a host as well with the Women's Earth. J. Pierre Raven, she is the owner of the Women's Earth, and so we have a self-love weekend retreat here in the Houston, Texas area for anyone who just needs to get away, to relax, relate, and receive. The part that I will be speaking on is called Total Transformation by Session. It's going to be in health, fashion, and wellness edition, where we're definitely building from the inside out, how to get your hour back in your glass. We're going to be talking about just so many great things to kind of help cultivate a great mindset of self-love as well as fashion. And we're going to be doing a live makeover at the retreat. One lucky person will get a total makeover, hair, makeup, and clothing by Session Boutique. So we are excited about that, and that's in September. So definitely make sure that you stay tuned and follow me on social media for additional information. So I'm excited for the rest of the year. I think that's pretty much it for me. That'll be all for me.
Yes. Well, I can't wait to see all the great things that God is going to continue to do in your life this year. And so I wish you much success, much continued success, because you're knocking it out. So will you please tell our listeners how they can follow and support you on all social media outlets?
Absolutely. So on Facebook, you can look me up, Marie Crawford, spelled Miri. You can also do hashtag Session Boutique on Facebook. You will have a million ways to find me there, as well as on Instagram, Session Boutique _. You can also go online and shop sessionboutique.com. And again, if you have any questions, you can definitely send us an email at info@shopsessionboutique.com, and we will definitely get back to you as soon as possible regarding your needs. So thank you for the space. I appreciate you.
You are welcome, and I would like to thank you again for taking the time out of your very, very busy schedule to come to the table today. It has been an amazing interview, and I can't wait to invite you back to the table.
Oh, awesome. Thank you again. I appreciate it, and have a great rest of the day. Can't wait to come back.
You too. Thank you. I would like to thank Tammy Collins Marquis and John Schamberger, as well as give a special thanks to author Kimberly McLemore. And I will also like to give a special thanks to my intern, Sarah, who is interning with me tonight from Tennessee State University. You all may follow me on Facebook at Ashley Little and on Instagram at _Ashley A. Little. Thank you.
Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Creating Your Seat at the Table, where Ashley speaks with corporate professionals, celebrities, entrepreneurs, authors, and speakers who are transitioning or have transitioned to entrepreneurship.